Hey everyone, it's Amy the Roaming Historian, and now I'm upstairs at the Shipwreck Museum, the Pirates and Shipwreck Museum in Charlotte, Amalie, St. Thomas, in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And the upstairs part, so the downstairs part are the shipwrecks. The upstairs part is so cool. It is for the pirates, and so, for instance, they have things like this, and this is Survive a Hurricane. And you can get in there, and I watched it. It went all the way up to 70 miles an hour. And so, see it? It's starting to increase the wind speed, and it'll just keep going and going. It got up to 74 miles. They also have like the brig. And this thing looks just absolutely terrifying. I stepped into it. And so you get a little light here. Here, I'll take you in. You can see how dark it is, and if this was closed off and then this was the only light you were getting, oh my gosh, this would be awful to be enclosed in that. That would be just terrifying. And of course here we have a stockade. Oh, we'll come over and check in. We're at 68 miles per hour. I'm not getting in there, but it's getting up, it's up to 71 now. They redo like the captain's quarters. Down here we have the Odyssey rover that would have explores that, to give an example of how things would explore the shipwrecks. And then there's, okay, here we go. Oh, we got all the way up to 74.2 before I don't think I switched it back in time. And then it says, congratulations, you survived. And so really fun. They talk about a pirate's life and what an average pirate, generally low educated. Average age was around 27. If you could read, you often became a captain. Most of them were ex-Navy or merchant men. And then there was democracy among thieves. And so here's an example of the Bartholomew Roberts Shipboard Articles of Confederation of 1721. And so every man shall have an equal vote in affairs of the moment. He shall have an equal title to the fresh provisions or strong liquors at any time seized, and shall use them at pleasure unless a scarcity may make it necessary for the common good that a retrenchment may be voted. Every man shall be killed fairly and turned by the list on board of prizes. None shall game for money, either with dice or cards. The lights and candles should be put out at 8 o'clock at night, and if any of the crew desire to drink after that hour, they should sit upon the open deck without lights. Each man shall keep his piece, cutlass, and pistols at all times clean and ready for action. No boy or woman to be allowed amongst them. If any man shall be found seducing any of the latter sex and carrying her to sea in disguise, he shall suffer death. And lastly, he that shall desert the ship or his quarters in time of battle shall be punished by death or marooning. And so then they have fun things here where you can like pick up the booty and guess if it's, what's in it. And then when you set it back down, it will tell you. It talks about the real pirates. People like, Edward Teach, or as we know him, Blackbeard. Female pirates, not as many, of course, but Anne Bonny, Mary Read, Grace O'Malley. And then, and this is another horrifying thing, right? The hanged corpses of more prominent pirates were tarred and bound in chains and then hoisted in an iron cage called a gibbet and left to rot at the entrance to a port inside of every passing vehicle. And so the pirates' grisly fate served as a warning to those who might consider a life of piracy. And they teach you words like "arr" and "scallywag," and here is a blunderbuss and a cutlass, a saber, boarding axe, different tools of the trade. It's just, it was $20, which I thought was a little pricey to pay. But I thought, well, what the heck, right? I've been to this port before, and so it was something I hadn't done. And I'm actually glad I paid the 20. It's not a must-see, and there's certainly things you can do for free on this island. But if you've seen everything, or maybe it's a rainy day when you're in port, if you're here, you might want to check this place out. And so I'll leave you with some ship bells, and I'm going to sign off and go check out more of this treasure. Have a great day, everyone. Ciao.